Hi there, this is Empty Pocket Speech. I am Joshua Rash. This afternoon we're going to be talking about a wicked hard sound, okay? By that, of course, I'm talking about the R. Let's get right to it. So no, I will not be attempting to embarrass myself with another accent, but R is one of the toughest sounds. Most people, when they think of speech therapy, they either think of an S or an R. Those are typically the sounds that are really common for kids to have a harder time with. Part of the reason for that is just how many R's there are. One, they're incredibly common in the English language, and secondly, we're really dealing with 8 different types of R. We're looking at R not only in the beginning, middle, and ending of words, we're looking at them pre-vowels or post-vowels that come either before or after a vowel. There are actually 21 different distinct R's that are colored by the vowels that either come before or after them. Some examples, if you think about it, ear is different from or, which is different from ire or air or But the R sound is a slightly later developing sound. So according to ASHA, which is the American Speech, Language, and Hearing Association, R is typically acquired between the ages of 3 and 6. By 6, 90% of kids have learned this R. So typically we're seeing that by the time they are entering into first grade, they should have their R sound. One of the most common mispronunciations of R, especially among kids, is to turn it into a W. So this can happen on an L or an R, we call that gliding, but on an R it's especially common. So words like rat, you'll often hear little kids say wat, or roof, they'll say woof, or a rabbit, they'll say wabbit. A lot of people really love baby talk. They think that's so cute. And it is cute for little kids, but once, they start hitting kindergarten and first grade and they are really trying hard in school to learn and to make friends, those little sounds and that baby talk isn't so cute anymore. I've seen working in the schools that's when I get a lot of referrals for kids with R. It's around the first grade because teachers are noticing, hey, Johnny over here or Susie over here or Robert over here, they're not saying their R's. So they need a little bit of help. So oftentimes that's kind of when we start seeing that there's maybe a little bit of a problem, that R hasn't been learned, it hasn't been adopted by the kid. So we want to be able to support them in learning that R sound because it is hard. The tongue has to move in a certain way and get this proper placement within the mouth in order to make the good R. Often we nickname sounds as therapists. So for our S, we call it our snake sound. It goes S. For the R, it's either a bear sound, grr, or it's a pirate sound, arg. And by doing that, we are helping to our kids. Not only can it be fun, but also that by putting it in those simple little exclamations, it can actually help the kids learn the sound. So with arg and grr, we're kind of pairing that R with that G, that back sound. So we're already kind of pulling our tongue back a little bit, and sometimes that can help with that R. Unlike a lot of sounds, ones that we can actually see, ones that involve the lips, like the ma, ma, ba, ba, or wa, and then sounds like we can see what's actually happening, how that sound is being made. The R sound is tucked so far into our mouths that it's very hard to see what's going on. So for kids who are very visual, the R is a sound that is hard for them to learn because they can't really see what's happening in other people's mouths. They can't see how that R is being made. So for them, a lot of it is using tools and using different techniques to try to teach the kids how to move that tongue, where to put it in the mouth, and how to get those R's in those different positions and words. And with different vowels, because as I said, there are a lot of different R's. So there are a ton of different techniques out there. Just like in my other videos, if your child does receive speech therapy or goes to a clinic or anything like that that's regarding teaching them how to practice their R, I encourage you to talk with your kid's therapist, talk with the clinician, and ask them what techniques they're using and see if you can maybe use some of those at home if you're a parent, and learn how to help your kid with the same techniques that they're being taught. Maybe I'll revisit this at a later episode, but just wanted to kind of get it out there that, hey, these are some facts about the R. This is why it can be challenging, but it can absolutely be worked on and it can definitely be learned. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video, and please consider liking and subscribing. I plan to continue coming out with more episodes in the future, and I would just love to share more about the wonderful world of speech and continue this series. So thank you again, and take care.